Good afternoon. Uh, my name is Michael. Uh, I'm a tech expert. I'm a data analyst, web developer, web designer, graphic designer, UI UI UX designer. Also, I'm the CEO of Machine for Tech Computer Institute. On today's live, I want to talk about the importance of knowing the tech skill, the right tech skill to learn. Because a lot of people just go into tech without making some findings, without making some research to know the type of tech skill they want to venture into. Now, I would like to start by saying first of all, you have to know your personality. You have to know your personality. You have to know the kind of thing you like. You have to know your strength. You have to know your limit before going to anything, not just tech skill, before going into anything you want to do. Because that will go a long way helping you to be determined, helping you to be focused, helping you to be active on what you are doing. Knowing your standpoint, knowing your strength and your ability, your weak point will help you come out from challenges that you might encounter along the line as you go on to acquire your tech skill. Now, tech skill, as you know, is skill of technology. Is a very broad skill. It's very, very broad that you need to know in and out of the actual tech skill that you want to go in before you eventually go into that tech skill. Don't just go into tech skill because you see your friend in it. Don't just go into tech skill because you you want to do something and you know you need tech skill to do it. Rather, you go into tech skill because with a purpose, because that purpose is what will keep you driving. That is the drive that will keep you going in the field of tech. Now let's talk about different types and how the you can use it in your business and how they can benefit your day-to-day lives. Firstly, I would like to start by using the uh, basic computer skill that is for beginners. Now, why do I want to use this point as a beginning point? The reason is your foundation matters. Your foundation matters. There's some tech skill or some platforms that you want to learn tech skill that will tell you you don't need to have any knowledge at all about computer. Wow, that is to an extent, they might be right to an extent, but you will definitely come to understand that you need basic skill, you need basic computer knowledge. Let's say, for instance, now you come across a point where you have to copy and paste, and you don't have basic knowledge. You don't have basic knowledge about computer. How do you do that? Is it at that moment when your instructor on that course you are, they showed you how to copy and paste? Then is it then that you now start buying that idea of having that knowledge of copy and paste? Now, what if that section of where they are you are being told that to copy is Control C and to paste is Control V, and you came to another point where you need to do that, and you already passed that, you've forgotten because a lot of things have been assimilated. How do you do that? Which means you need a basic knowledge. You need to know how to create folders. You need to know how to look for item in your system. Let's say, for instance, you get to a point of uploading maybe picture or document. All those things are basic computer knowledge. All those things are basic computer skill that you need. Is a must you have it. Is a must. I don't know. I don't know, but for me, based on my experience, based on my knowledge, I've been in this field for half a decade, more than half a decade now. I've been in this tech field. I will tell you that you need basic computer knowledge. You need basic computer knowledge. Now, that doesn't mean that you cannot do anything with that basic computer knowledge. Is I'm not trying to say that you cannot do anything with that basic computer knowledge. What I'm saying is that when you when you find yourself in a situation where you are with somebody doing one thing and the person have basic computer knowledge but you doesn't have basic computer knowledge, you will see the difference. You will definitely see the difference. No matter how sharp you are, no matter how fast learning you think you are, you will see the difference, that you will see where one or two places that you are lacking because you don't have that basic computer knowledge. I'm not trying to say that you should go and start learning basic computer knowledge. What I'm trying to say, that there are some basic stuff that you can actually know by making yourself familiar with the computer system. You will definitely grab something, or you don't need to go into deep into it, but have at least 40% of basic computer knowledge. And this 40% of basic computer knowledge involve looking for file, organizing your file, creating folder, copy, paste, print, all those peripheral knowledge. You need to have them on your before indulging into any other professional tech skill. So now the next thing I'll be looking at, the next aspect I'll be talking about is graphic design. Now, graphic design is a tech skill that is very, very high in demand. It's high in demand in the sense that in this 21st century, in this 21st century, we becomes more easier now using illustration. You can use graphics to illustrate your message. You can use graphic to pass out your message. So graphic design is one of those tech skills that is high in demand, that if you can lay hand on them, you'll be in demand in the market, in the tech market. So now, what is graphic design? Graphic design is all about using text, using images, font, and layout to to pass out your message. For instance, we have, let me show you this. This is a work of a graphic designer. You can see this is a book, this is a brochure, this is a work of a graphic designer. Aside from that, I have this. Look at this. This is the work of a graphic designer. So with your text, with your images, with your font and layout, you'll be able to pass out the message you want to pass. This is what graphic design is all about. You can use graphic design to design flyers, you can design brochures, you can design handbills, you can design a birthday card, uh, A lot of a lot. In fact, there is no website that doesn't have a graphic flyer. So web developer needs the skill. Even web developer needs the skill of graphic design. And if they don't have it, it means you are needed. That means they're going to employ you to design their flyer for you. So the next one I'm going to be looking at is data management. Data management. This data management involve you the use of Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, PowerPoint, and others. You learn how to manage data. You learn how to organize data, to structure data in a way that when you are looking for something, or a company or your employee is looking for something, it won't be difficult to get that information. Let's say information about sales, information about production, information about trend. If you can be able to learn how to manage data, to organize data, structure data, you will be on high demand because you will be valued in your place of work. Then the next one I'll be talking about is web development. Web development is one of the king of tech. Web development is one of the king of tech. Is one of the major king of tech in the sense that everything comes falls back to it. Everything falls back to it. When you come to web development, is in different form. We have app development, then we have software development, then we have website development, but they are all programming. Now, for instance, now for you to be able to carry out the graphic design skill that I talked about, a program must be developed. A programmer must develop a tool that you can use for it. For instance, some use CorelDRAW for their graphic design, some use Photoshop, some use Adobe Illustrator. All those are programs that a programmer has programmed. So you see why I said web dev is, or programming. When I say web dev, I'm talking about programming. Is one of is the king is the king of tech. Why? Because everything falls back to it. Now, in web development, you learn how to program websites. In programming, you learn how to develop websites, build a mobile app or desktop app, build landing pages, set up automation system for clients or for businesses that will keep you on high demand. Now, when you want to go into web development, you should have it in mind that web development is not for lazy people. Web development is not for fairy people that we like. Well, what should I use? People that like it rosy. You like things rosy. You don't need to go to web development because by the time you do HTML, CSS, JavaScript. By the time you do HTML, CSS, when you get to JavaScript, you know that it's not for people that like it rosy. It's not for weak people. It's not for lazy people. So it's for people that need business. If you know you don't need, you are not the type that means business. You don't need to waste your time going into programming. Then the next one is data analysis. Data analysis is also one of the king of tech. Why? Because as the tech is revolving, as the tech is growing, data is being uploaded, data is being exposed to there are needs for companies to manage their data. There are needs for company to organize their data. There are needs for company to know their data how it is. So data analysis is one of those tech king that you must have. You need to have it. You need to learn it if you want to uh, go into tech. One of data analysis is one of those tech skills that you will be You definitely. So now, the next one is cyber security. And okay, data analysis is knowing how to organize data, analyze data, knowing what happened, how it happened, and what is going to happen. For instance, knowing how a business is making progress, if there is progress, if there is sales or not. You help a business to make decision. From your analysis, business can make decision. As a data analyst, you can be able to know the product that is making more sales, also able to predict if it's going to make more sales or not. You will be able to know why a product is making sales, why is customer really are patronizing that product using your analysis skills. So in all sense, a data analyst help stakeholder to make decision. With your analysis, the stakeholder make their decision. Then the next one is cyber security. Cyber security is also one of the tech king, in the sense that, like I said initially, that tech skill is changing, is revolving, and a lot of data are being exposed. So companies need the security of their data. They want to make sure that their data is secured. They want to make sure that the data of their customers are secured. They want to make sure that the data of those they are offering their service are secured. So that is when cybersecurity comes in. Now, cybersecurity in is of different aspect. There are the aspect of securing data, and also the aspect of ethical hacking. So the aspect of ethical hacking. In that aspect of securing data, you help the company to secure the data from malwares, virus attack, and theft. So their data will not be theft. Their data will not contact virus. Their data will not fall into the wrong hand. So that is all about that. That is all about that cyber security. You do more of securing their data. Then there is aspect of ethical hacking. That's where you gain access to information that wouldn't have been given to you normally, but you know how to bypass it to get the information. Then we have data science. Data science is more like an advance of data analysis. It's more of learning how machine works. Learning is more like machine learning, learning how machine works, and also being able to perform more advanced computing. Don't forget, like I said from the beginning, the reason for this video is to help you know that any tech skill you want to go in, any field of tech you want to go in, make sure you make research. Make sure you know all about that tech skill before you go into it. Because when you go into it, your knowledge, your understanding about that field will help you stand. There are a lot of people that have gone into tech skill and fall out because it's not what they expected they saw. It's not the way they thought it is. That is not what they eventually saw. So you need to go in. You need to make your research before you go into it. So, like I was saying, I'm going to be sharing with you some information. Okay. Okay. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to drop your comments. Don't forget to like. If you have not subscribed to this channel, it means you will not be getting my subsequent update about tech. You'll now be getting our free training on tech and different courses on this platform. So do well to subscribe to our channel and also like and comment. If there is any part of the tech skill that you want me to throw light on, I will gladly do that. Don't forget, my name is Michael Augustine. Thanks for watching this video. I look forward to hear from you. Thank you. Bye.